Hello viewers, welcome to our lecture series on marketing management, and we are going to extend our discussion on the topic of product development and product life cycle. This is going to be part 2 of our lectures on PLC and product development. In the previous lecture of mine, I told you about the new product developments and the kind of failures we are facing. And we also had a brief discussion on what are the possible reasons for introducing new products and what are the different dimensions of introducing a new product, which means in what ways the product can be innovated, in what ways you can do some addition into a product, into an existing product, and give a new fervor to it, give a new flavor to it, so that customer may feel some kind of innovation, some kind of newness into the product. And now we will talk about the types and sources of new products and also the process of new product development, that in what, through what phases it goes, and what we do while introducing a new product, and what is exactly the need of the product innovation. As I told you that we have already discussed about the product innovations and the reasons for having new products. So, I am just giving you a recapitulation that why do companies go in for new products, and simple answer to this question is that they have to stay relevant in the marketplace. They have to meet the changes in the environment. But on the contrary, there are companies who innovate because of their preempt behavior, because of their proactive approach, that they can foresee that before competition is forcing us to do some innovation, why don't we do the innovation on our own? And that is actually the very likely of an enlightened company or an enlightened marketer who actually can foresee that yes, this is going to happen in future, these kind of market forces may come in front of me. So, why not innovate well in advance, well in time, so that customers may feel that newness, not because of compulsion, but that should become a policy of my company, of my organization as a marketer, that yes, this company is always doing some innovation. So, the never settle kind of, there are certain brands who are using this as their punchline, never settle and all. I am not doing any marketing for them, but yes, it is something like that only, that they always feel that we are on a journey of good, better, best. Let us not rest till good becomes better and better the best. So, we are actually on a journey of transforming our good into the better and better into ultimately the best one. So, basically when we are going for staying relevant in the marketplace, we can go for doing different types of innovation. So, let us come to types of new products. So, there can be a new to the world product, as I told you, that there can be a type of product which is not at all known to the existing market, to the existing world, and we are coming up with a completely new product which is not known to anyone, or which is a kind of new product to all the customers, to the entire market, that yes, this is the product. I can give you an example of this product, that few years back when we were talking about air purifiers, nobody was actually thinking of this concept, that this can also be converted into a product where we may need to purify our air also. So, basically this is the need of the hour, that yes, this is a new to the world product, the world is witnessing lot of change, and cause of that we are finding the new product also. There are different new ways of living also. Just like in COVID, in the pandemic of COVID-19, people started using their masks on faces. So, different variants of mask also came into the market. So, they were actually new to the world products, because earlier these masks were only used by the medical professionals while doing the surgery, or during the hospital hours when they were taking care of patients. But general public was not at all aware of this kind of product, that we may also need to wear mask. So, just to avoid that pandemic, we started using that new to the world product. There can be another category, that you are having a new category entries where the product is not entirely new, but there is a new variant to that particular product. And as I told you about water purifiers, that initially they were simply giving you the water, they were simply purifying the water, but now we are talking about the alkaline waters. where we are talking about the new variants of waters where we are basically adding many minerals and they are actually used as unique selling proposition by the marketers. That this can also be an added advantage that other competitors are not offering that added advantage which we are offering. So, that can be called as new category entries. There can be some addition to product lines that you are offering different variants of the same product. So, that can also be additions to the product line. There can be additions to the product line wherein along with dealing while dealing your existing product line, you are actually doing additions to different product lines. And then of course, there is another category of making improvements into your existing product, because you are having a lot of feedback from your customers that we need to make some improvement into the existing product. There can also be a way of adding some newness into the existing product. So, product improvement can also be a level of a new product wherein we are simply making some improvement and representing the product in a different way. And the last one is repositionings, wherein we are actually repositioning our product. And we all know that people say that positioning is done by the marketers, but to me as a teacher and student of marketing, I would say positioning is actually done by the customers. It is a customer who would decide that in what way we are going to position itself. There is a very recent example of some of the product where marketer wanted to position it in a different manner, but customers repositioned it according to their usage, according to their requirement. So, without taking any brand, I can give you an idea that repositioning can be done by marketers after realizing that see the customers are looking these products in a different way. They are using it for different purposes. So, why not position them according to the requirement of customers? So, that can also be a kind of a way of introducing new products. So, my dear learners, crux of the story is that the new product does not mean that you are always introducing new to the world products. We are not expecting it from you as a marketer that every time you come up with the new to the world product, but of course, you have to stay relevant in the marketplace. So, there can be new category entries, there can be addition to product lines, there can be product improvements, or at times without doing anything there can be repositioning of your product, wherein you are repositioning yourself according to the requirement of market. Now, the question comes, what are the sources of new product, from where this actually emanates or originates? Why are we going to come up with some new products or some additions into the existing product or improvement into that? So, there can be one reason that there is an external sourcing. We can go for having external sources. The reason for why is the market forces can be there, competition can be there. Your competitors are doing, or there is some change in technology, that is why you are doing. Secondly, being a proactive or enlightened marketing organization, you can also come up with your own idea that yes, it is my habit, it is the order of this company, it is actually in line with the company's vision and mission that we have to stay relevant in the marketplace. That is why we are doing some kind of innovation. Now, once we have decided that innovation has to be done, how to do it? What are the sources of new product? One can be external sourcing, that you are actually having some external partners being added to your company's processes, and then you are doing some innovation with the help of your partners. It is very much prominent in case of technological goods, or you can say white and brown goods. When we talk about white goods in the market, that indicates about the electronic goods. So, in white goods, when you are selling those white and brown goods, you are basically getting aligned with the recent changes in technology. And for that, at times you are actually going for external sourcing as far as the latest technology is concerned. The same is applicable in case of automobile industry. There also we go for signing some MOU with the companies which are latest in technology, just to stay aligned, just to stay relevant in the marketplace. Plus, there can be some internal development also, that some companies, they are having their own research and development wing, that is dedicated, completely dedicated unit to keep on doing some research that in what ways can we improve our existing product, what additions can be done to the existing product, what new benefits can be added to the existing bundle of utilities. That is actually nothing but an outcome of internal development process which you are doing 24/7 in your organization. So, it can also be the outcome of your internal development, or it can be combination of both. There can be a collaborative venture that you are actually joining your hands with another company just to stay relevant in the marketplace, just to be in sync with the latest developments in the market. You have decided to go for having a collaborative venture. So, the sources of new products can be any. It can be internal development, it can be external sourcing, it can be collaborative venture, or at times it is combination of all three. That at the same time you are doing your own internal development, you are resorting to external sourcing, and also going ahead for collaborative venture. So, the basic idea behind doing all this is just to stay relevant, just to stay fresh in the marketplace, that yes, whatever my customer wants, according to that we are offering the innovative product, the new products, and the products which are not at all redundant, the products which are basically getting aligned with the latest changes in technology as far as technological developments are concerned. Now, the question comes, how do we see this new product development? What are the steps involved into the new product development process? And when I say it is a process, it means it cannot be done in one go. It cannot be done overnight. It takes a lot of time for a new product to come to the light. So, it is able to see the light after going through lot of filters, lot of steps and procedures, and then we are eventually able to sell it to the customers, or it is coming in the hands of the target market or the customers. Now, the question comes when how a new product is being developed. So, the first step is the idea generation, that you are basically generating an idea. I will be explaining to you in detail what we do into idea generation. So, first of all, I am giving you the steps: idea generation, then comes your idea screening. Not all ideas can be converted into products. So, basically we look at the smartness of idea, whether it is specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. So, having said smartness, we are actually using SMART as an acronym which gives a reflection of being specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. So, whatever ideas you are generating, that need to be smart enough, so that it should cross the second step of idea screening or filtering. So, we first filter those ideas which can be converted into a product. There can be thousands of ideas, but only few can go through the idea screening, because those ideas cannot be converted into a product. So, second step is idea screening. Then comes the concept development and testing. After the second step, idea screening is done, there is a concept development and testing which is being done, and then there is a business analysis. After that, we go for prototype development. There is a prototype development process. What we do into that, I will tell you. Then test marketing, and eventually we go for commercialization. So, starting from idea generation to commercialization, we have to, this idea has to sail through lot of hurdles, lot of filterings, lot of exclusions. They keep on getting excluded, and eventually suppose if you started with thousands of ideas and you are ending up with the commercialization of 2 products. It is actually the reality of the new product development process, that you start with 1000 and you are ending up with 2 or at times 1 only. So, this process is very tedious, very time taking, and of course very challenging also, because we all know that 99% of the new products, they have a tendency to fail. So, 99% of the products they tend to fail. I can give you an example of an idea where a marketer thought of being so innovative, and during that race of being innovative, the marketer thought of coming up with a nose top. So, people were talking about laptop, palm top, and now there is a person who is talking about the nose top. So, no stop, that idea is good, that you are willing to save time and you think that there can be a laptop which is so small as it can be fit onto your nose. But while thinking that, the person could not anticipate that the nose of every human being is not the same, not of same size. So, how to go for deciding its size, how to go for customizing it, how to go for developing a prototype. So, that idea may sound very innovative, but it cannot survive. So it will actually become a part of a commercial joke only, that people will talk about a no stop also can be a product. So, for the sake of saying it to be new, that idea can be there, but yes, of course, it cannot sustain. There are a number of products which came into the market. I can give you an example of a bike which is running with the remote. So, remote bike, what is the use of having a bike with the remote? So, that technology, that innovation came, but that was of no use, because eventually the bike rider do not want want somebody else to regulate them. They want to ride the bike on their own. So, in the race of innovation, we have to be very realistic and understand that it should not become a rat race. It should be a real race where you are really coming up with a new product. You are coming up with the new product which is truly new and which is new in a real sense or true sense. So, what is there into idea generation? I will tell you. In idea generation, basically we call it as an initial stage for the new product development process. The first very step where you got some idea just to solve a problem of the customers. You were witnessing a problem faced by a customer, and some ideas you started thinking about that as a marketer, and number of ideas are coming to your mind and going. So, this is basically the first step, you can say a very zero step of the product development process. But the second step becomes very important, where you start filtering. So, here what we do, we are actually evaluating the entire idea pool, and we are reducing it to a smaller and more attractive set of potential new products. So, it is a step where we are actually setting to reduce the size of ideas. We are there to cut it to the size where you find some attractive set of potential new products. So, that is why I said you may start with thousands of ideas, but even at the screening stage they may be reduced to 500 or 600 or 400 or so, depending upon the types of idea you are dealing with. The next step is, once it sails through the idea screening, the next step is concept development and testing. Here what we do, it is actually a process of shaping and refining the idea into a more complete product concept. So, your this idea, the concept in terms of idea is going to be converted into a product concept, that how to convert it into a product. And for that we are doing lot of testings. So, we are going to offer a shape and refine that idea so that it can become a product. So, it is a process where we are developing the concept of the entire product, and at this stage lot of testings are being conducted just to ensure that whatever ideas we are passing to the next stage, they are viable enough to be converted into a product. Next is business analysis. Now, this is one of the most important step of the new product development process. Here what we do, we are basically trying to find the viability and feasibility of these ideas. Your idea is good, it can be converted into a product, but it cannot offer business to me. The stage of new development process which actually calls for preparing initial marketing plans for the product, that how would you market it, who will be your customers, what will be your target market size, what is their need, and can we market this idea, this concept of your idea which is converted into a product to that segment. So, here we are actually looking from the perspective of its business perspective, that whether we can sell it to our customers or not, whether we can find the feasible or significant size of market or not. So, you can call it as identifying or finding sizable market for your concept, for your product concept. Once it is okay, then only we pass that idea to the next stage of prototype development. Now, this prototype development actually involves lot of cost, because you are going to create a kind of, in your language you can call it as you are developing a dummy product. So, converting the concept into an actual product, what your product would look alike, what would be the shape and design of your product, what would be the functioning of that product, in what way it would be produced, what kind of inputs you will be needing for that. So, everything is decided, then only we can go for prototype development. So, you are actually going to produce that product, you are going to convert that idea into actual product. Although the size is very small, you are actually doing a kind of pilot work wherein you are converting the concept into an actual product. And after that you are going the test marketing. Test marketing has two phases. One is basically testing the product prototypes and marketing strategy in a simulated or actual market situations. You can find some experts for that, and you can do the test marketing among those members only. It can be done in a simulated situation also. Nowadays, with the help of technology, it can be done in simulated situation also. And of course, at times we are having some representatives from different segments of market, or the segment to which you are targeting, the test marketing can be done. In simulated test marketing, what we do? We are evaluating a new product in a situation which is contrived to be similar to how consumers would purchase and use it. In what way customers are going to purchase, use and like it. So, you are actually passing on that product to the target market, to the representative customers, and then you take your feedback that whether it can cater to their requirement or not, whether it can cater to their own needs or not, whether it is doing what doing the same job for what it has been produced. So, with the help of that feedback, you can actually make some modifications into your product. At times we are or you can say always it happens that there are some additions, some deletions, some insertions or some modifications into that prototype is done after the test marketing. And once it passes through the test marketing, we have gone through all the previous steps, and then we go for the commercialization. So, before that we have to understand what is there into the standard test marketing. Here we are testing a new product and its marketing strategy in actual marketing situations. So, it is just like you are actually when you are buying a motorcycle or motorbike, they are actually giving you their mileage, because people ask about it. Indian scenario, customers are asking about the mileage. What is the mileage? So, if they are telling you that it is giving you 80 kilometer per liter, so above that there is a star marking, there is an asterisk writing that it is under STC, standard testing conditions. So, under standard testing conditions, that mileage is being received to you. So, in actual life that may vary according to the condition of the road or traffic which you are facing, or the kind of the type of your driving style or riding style, that mileage may change. So, after test marketing, what we do? We go ahead for commercialization, and this is something which is actually the dream of any marketer who is venturing into the development of a new product. Every idea generator or a new marketer or innovative marketer wants that his idea must see this stage, that is called commercialization. Here what happens? The firm is all ready to introduce the product on a full scale basis, which means your idea has gone through, it has successfully completed all the steps, and now it is all ready for going into the market on full scale basis. So, we have to, for this what we do, we try to understand consumer adoption. We also look at the timing, at what time we should introduce it, and of course, there is a lot of coordination needed for that. So, this commercialization is actually the stage which completes this entire process of new product development. So, my dear learners, in this way I told you that in what ways the new products may be introduced in the market, and if you are going to introduce a completely new to the world products, what are the steps involved into that, starting from idea generation and ending to commercialization. So, I hope you must have understood the entire process of new product development. So, with this I am concluding this very topic. Thank you so much.